New season, same bad attitude.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag in all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Basketball Wives. This is season 8, and this is the first episode. You know what? I don't even know what to say. I sat down and I said, well, I'm late. This review is absolutely late, so I apologize to you guys for that. It's been a very, very busy week, so right off the bat, I apologize about that. And I said, let me go ahead in here and get this Basketball Wives situation on. And I didn't even know what to expect, because I've really been blocking folks out because they've been wanting to talk to me about what was going on. And when I sat here, I realized why. And Jen, you and me gonna be going at it. I can see it now. Cece, really? Anyway, let's talk about this. First things first, we start right off. Shawnee got family crisis. Sharif, her oldest little boy, has this rare little situation that they found out he was basically born with it. Long story short, Sharif is going to need open heart surgery. That bothered me like right from the gate. I was like, wow, this is terrible. They flew up my way. They flew up north, and which we got some fierce doctors, so that didn't surprise me. We got a real good cancer center, and we also have pulmonary. We're good up here with that, so I wasn't surprised to see that they were coming my direction. Everything went off without a hitch, so I'm very happy about that. And proud, because it is what it is. We do the daggone thing up here. And cancer, the Cancer Research Center, I'm sitting here in front of you. We gets down. Anyway, so that was just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. The way to see her family actually all came together. They were in the private jet. They got it together. Stressful, but cool. Tammy and Reggie have actually gotten married. So they are married, but Tammy doesn't even wear her ring. She doesn't wear a ring. She has not told the girls yet that her and Reggie have gotten married. Later in the episode, her and Reggie went on a double date with Doug and Jackie. And Jackie was pushing and pressing at her about getting married. And I'm like laughing. I said, it's going to be a mess. Like, how long are you going to be able to hold out that you've actually already married him without slipping up? But Tammy does that thing where she moves, she comes places and she'll stay long. So if there's anybody that can do it, it'll be Tammy that'll be able to do it. Anyway, moving on. But all in all, they're happy as heck. I'm glad. I'm glad they did it. When we ended out last season, I have my moments with Reggie, where Reggie has gotten on my nerves on social media with Tammy. And Tammy, it's an up and down thing with me. But toward the end of the season, last season, I was saying, no matter what, that man loves her, and she definitely loves him. And I thought that it was best if she cut out what she was doing and go ahead and marry him. So I'm glad they did it. But why all this hat? Child, just tell the folks you married, and it is what it is. Evelyn was showing that she was having some type of pains. She was having pains. And this fool ends up going, we see her and Jackie and Kristen go and see a shaman because she said, I said, this is gonna come, this is gonna be an issue. Talking about, in the past she had heard that Tammy did something with voodoo, and she went to the shaman to see if Tammy had done work some type of a root on her. I said, Evelyn, you don't sit your ass down. You being ridiculous. You being ridiculous, and you poking. You poking. When word of that gets back to Tammy, y'all gonna be arguing again. Anyway, um, while they were at the shaman and all of this, Kristen talks about how she had found out through Facebook that Cece and Byron had gotten engaged. Now, let me tell you what the significance of that is. Earlier, before we seen that scene, Byron and Cece were sitting together. Cece's messy. We gathered that last season. Cece's a messy bitch. And from what I'm looking at here, Byron is a bit of a messy bitch as well, if you ask me. He seems just as mean spirited as that damn Cece. If you ask me, I think they are equally yoked. I think they're a nasty little power nasty couple. Okay? Is what I saw this episode. I ain't caring for Byron too much either. Byron's sitting around. Byron wants his son Thomas to be his best man at his wedding, but doesn't want to invite Kristen. Really, Byron? So you want your son to be your best man, but his wife is not even welcome to come to the wedding? Where do they do that at? I said, okay, interesting. I ain't never heard of such. That you think that would be okay. I don't care if you is his dad. That is just ridiculous, and the request is just nasty. It's nasty. She's your daughter-in-law. Sit down and talk to her. I was done. I just looked at him and I said, both of them can go. I ain't got time for. And no, Kristen ain't none of my favorite because Kristen's messy. She messy, and then she plays at being a dingbat. She's another Jennifer. That's why they get along like they do, because they both full of shit. But Byron, you just as much a bitch as your woman, and I ain't got no respect for you, brother. None. You petty. Anyway, Malaysia and Cece get together, and Malaysia lives in a cloud when it comes to that. She look good, but she live in a cloud. She's, she thinks she can fix it and work it all out. And Cece didn't really tell her everything. She ain't tell her about how Kristen really ain't invited to the wedding. She just kind of told her, that Byron just ain't happy with how things went down. But she ain't going to how Kristen just literally ain't even welcome. Anyway, moving on. Shawnee invites everyone. She puts out an invitation for everyone to come. She's having an appreciation party for all her friends. You know how everybody reached out to her about Sharif and all that. She's going to have the two oldest boys would be there, as well as the rest of the older family members, and she is just doing an appreciation party. We see Jen and Kristen get together. And this is when I realized why folks were getting in touch with me and trying to make sure that I was going to be reviewing Basketball Wives. Because that goddamn Jen was right back at it. That Jen, she is a hot mess. She got that same little nasty energy that she had. And I said, she ready to get it started. She back playing tough. I said, you know what? Let the good times roll, because I don't think nobody's really playing no games with you, Jen. Somebody gonna lay their hands on you this season. I do believe. I do believe somebody is going to take you and shake you till your weave get loose this season because you are doing the most. She sat up there and saying, she did reach out um to Kristen, but none of the other people. She sent a message to Shawnee, and Shawnee's like, yeah, whatever. It was one of them little blanket messages. No matter what's going on, I would never want to see anything, all of that, But at the same time, now you're sitting there talking to Kristen, and your story is, you don't. She's saying that Shawnee made up the story about what she supposedly said about Evelyn's daughter. No, she didn't. You said that shit. You said that. Shawnee ain't made that up. You said it. You said it. And then she's still on that bull crap, sitting up there talking about, I don't know why Shawnee's so bad. It ain't no secret. Her kids is dead, screwed around on her with a bunch of people a bunch of times. I said, oh, see. You want smoke. That's what you want. You want smoke. And I would give her a whole box of cigars. I really would. I said, girl, you got a lot going on. Anyway, let's get to the party. So we go to the party. This party, I just felt bad for Shawnee all the way around. You didn't spend all this money and all this time. Beautiful party. Beautiful party. First thing that happened, Kristen walks into the party and got on Shawnee's same dress. I said, are you kidding me? And it's a cute dress, and it actually looks better on Shawnee because Kristen's so tiny. It actually has a lot of shearing across the front. It looks better on Shawnee. Shawnee got more stuff. But all in all, everybody's supposed to be wearing red or black. Big old red dress. And here she come with your same red dress. I said, oh, I've been ready to go. But, yeah, so that was the first thing that happened to Shawnee. I said, really? How awful. See, that's why that wouldn't happen to me. I don't, because every time I think I'm getting ready to get sharp, honey, I pull these out, honey. I don't go in no store because I couldn't even imagine. I can't imagine being at an event. And I've been doing this for so long, you know what I mean? Since I was, like in 11th grade, I've been, anytime I'm doing anything that I feel is something that is necessary for me to do or something special, I've always custom made my stuff. I can't even imagine how that feels to walk in a room and somebody has your exact same outfit. Oh, especially if you're the guest of honor or you're the person throwing the function and you look across the room and one of the guests got your same outfit on. That has got to be awful. And maybe that's just, my mother always gets after me. I'm soapboxing, but that's okay. Y'all been waiting on me to talk about this anyway. So I'm going to take my time and talk about it. My mother always talks about how vain that I can actually be. And I say, okay. And I can. I ain't no need me sitting up lying. I do have those vanity points about me. And I think it would be repulsive to me to be throwing an event and somebody had my outfit on. I just couldn't even imagine. I would probably throw up. But anyway, I was like, oof, yuck. So that was the first thing. Then we're sitting there. Cece rolls in. Cece is basically kind of telling the little story. She had told it to, she said some things to Evelyn and a couple other people about how Kristen ain't invited and how, Byron wants Thomas to be the best man. I said, you're running around telling because she thinks it's cute. She thinks that mess is cute. Kristen, with her messy ass, done eased up on Shawnee and told Shawnee had already did her little speech and everybody's partying. She eased up on Shawnee and told Shawnee what Jen said and that she definitely talked to Jen and that Jen is definitely on her way and coming. And Shawnee told her flat out, you text your girlfriend, text her and let her know to go wherever it is that she's going, but don't come here. She's not welcome with that energy. Don't talk about my kids' father. Don't bring that little nasty energy up in here. Don't even come. So Kristen, I think Kristen texts. Kristen is. I'm seeing Kristen is messy, and she's sitting over there looking like a Cheshire cat. I don't know if she actually did text Jen or not, but I'm going to say, with the way the time is and people becoming late and stuff, I'm believing she really did text Jen, and Jen is really on some stuff. Her attitude says she probably did get the text, but she texts her. We'll go with she texts her. Well, in the meantime, in between time, Evelyn done rolled up and told Kristen about her little situation, and now she is hot as fish grease. Do you hear me? I want Cece to come over here and tell me to my face. And Cece's with OG, okay? OG done got her a new wig. You hear me? 2 new wigs. She had this cute little, side part little situation going on there, little baby hair going. It wasn't perfect, but it was much better than what she used to wear. She is a really interesting. Her hairstyle was very white woman, very rich white woman, in her confessional. I said, okay, she's looking much better. Yeah, definitely welcome to your second season. But they were together. So she said, I want her to come over to me and tell me to my face what she supposedly said. Like, you don't believe it, Kristen? She said it. You ain't the only messy bitch here. Cece's messy too, and she got something for you. But right in the midst of all this going on, baby, they look up and here comes Jennifer and one of her little girlfriends. So she done brought her a +1. And they rolled through with that mean, nasty intention because the two of them both walked in like they owned the joint. Like, it was very much given that. I said, really, Jen? Really? Yeah, you need smacked. You need smacked. You're on one, and you need something done to you. You really do. I said, she a mess. She's a hot mess. So they roll in. I said, just ugly. Just ugly. Anyway, so that went down. I said, oh, this is terrible. And then this is the part that shocked me. So that was it. That ruined the evening for Shawnee. Shawnee was like, don't come. So she gathered Sharif and I can't think of her other son's name. Got them, and she's like, I'm out. She left her own function. And I think it was more or less, instead of wanting to really, because she was snapping out going out the door. So this is my shit. This, that thing, that don't play with my family because I'll be the fodder. I was like, okay. And I think she just didn't want to really show out. And then the whole thing of the dress and all, because I know it bothered her. Because she said something about it in her confessional, but she ain't go completely there. But I know that had to bother her. But anyway, she ended up leaving. And I was like, I wish she hadn't did it. I wish she hadn't did it. Because Jennifer really felt like it was a feather in her cap. She was sitting over there with Jackie, and Jackie was like, well, Jennifer, Shawnee left. She's like, yeah, everybody's leaving. What's going on? And Cece and OG got up and left. The people were just leaving. They were like, anybody dealing with her. They were left. She's like, people were leaving. What is that all about? And Jackie's like, well, girl, it was said that you had mentioned, that Sean. Why was Shawnee so mad? Because that's not the first time that her man had stepped out on her or whatever. And Jennifer was like, well, that's facts, Jackie. And Jackie's like, really, Jen? So this is how you gonna carry it? Like that? She gonna say, yeah. I said, you're the devil. You're the devil, and somebody gonna do something to you. They threw a table at you last time. You gonna get the chair, and you might actually catch the table this time because you're doing too much. Episode 1, carrying on. I'm here for it. I want somebody to just get her, honey, and make her cry. They ain't got to bang her and beat her, but make her cry. Bring her back to reality. You are not tough like that, Jennifer. Nasty. Ooh. She just burns me up. She's terrible. I understand why y'all wanted to make sure I did these reviews. Because y'all know it's going to be me and Jennifer the whole way through if she keep this up. That is horrible. Horrible behavior. Anyway, but Shawnee, I would have left my own party. I don't know. That dress situation might have made me leave. But I would have had to stay. I might have went home and changed or something. But I wouldn't have let that heifer run me out of my party. I definitely wouldn't have. I'd have had her escorted out. That's what you should have did. You should have had her escorted out, honey. Tell them, her, get her out of here, honey. That's what you should have did. Shouldn't have let her run you out. You should have had her thrown out. But anyway. All right, y'all. So it's on and it's popping. Here we go. Basketball Wives, Season 8. Let's go.